because for 54 years they were trying to get Roe v. Wade terminated, and I did it, and I'm proud to have done it.
Donald J. Trump just stated that he was the one who was able to get rid of Roe v. Wade. It had been 52 years in the making, and only he, Donald J. Trump, was able to accomplish that for the Christian right. And for about 100 million Americans, that's the answer. But the difference is, there is 330 million of us, and around 70% of us believe that a woman's right to choose should be sacrosanct. So, as we watch, I would recommend to Dean Phillips, and I would definitely recommend to Joe Biden, to run this ad, along with Donald Trump saying that he will happily root for an economic downturn and the millions of dollars in job losses for American people so that it'd be advantageous for him in 2024. This is what happens when you allow a narcissist and egocentric crybaby to run for president. Why is he being given a platform on Fox when he won't participate in the debates? Didn't he cost Fox $740 million? Aren't they going to lose a little bit more than $2 billion when Smartmatic sues them? Donald Trump is a losing bet. And if Nikki Haley gets second place in Iowa, she can be in a position to get first place in New Hampshire. Trump's not running there. Despite the fact that his polls are showing good, he's not doing any of the work. As little of a shit as I give about Ron DeSantis, he went through all 99 counties of Iowa. He's been on the ground, and while he's been on the ground there were tornadoes and hurricane-strength winds here. So that gives you an idea of his responsibility for his home state where he's governor. So how will he handle a problem for our states if this is how he handles but just one state, completely ignoring what happens there? And it's very typical of Ron DeSantis. $150 million for this campaign. I can't wait for I really cannot wait for the blue wave, because I want people to look at his campaign. I would like to use the federal government to take a look at that and put people like him away. Because, there was a reason why he made it so we could not see where he was going. You only do that if you're up to nefarious things, and that's exactly what Ron DeSantis is doing. But I went off on a tangent about Ron, when I should be talking about Donald J. Trump. Donald J. Trump is responsible for women dying. Donald J. Trump is responsible for what's going on in Texas right now, where they're pulling over women who are pregnant. And they're taking away your civil rights because they're like, you're pregnant, you're coming with me, you're going to be incarcerated. Donald J. Trump. If you go through certain cities, they have it set up so if you're driving with someone and they're going to an abortion, you're an accomplice. They want to do that here in Florida. This is what Ron DeSantis is offering. A further abortion ban. Because, Ohio and Virginia didn't demonstrate completely how bad of a move this is for the GOP. Won by 10 points in Ohio. It switched the upper and lower house of the House of Commons because Glenn Youngkin said he wanted to have a 6-week abortion ban. That drove people to vote. Same thing happened in Kentucky. You have a governor that's a Democrat. Abortion is a losing bet. There was over 1 million of us who signed to add it to the ballot the way it was enshrined in the ballot in Ohio. And our supermajority is trying to have the same laws set up that are in Texas. They don't learn. And this is all because of Donald Trump. Getting rid of Roe v. Wade didn't just get rid of abortion, it also got rid of privacy. Because people like Ken Paxton are trying to get information from other states about women taking care of their own health and people that are transvestites. That is privacy, but that's gone away due to the Dobbs decision. So thank you very much. This is what happens when you vote for Donald J. Trump. He cheats. $7.5 million he got from foreign governments while he was president? You're not supposed to do that. Here he is doing that. He talked about it last night in a blasé manner. Like it doesn't matter. Because he's been allowed to get away with stuff his entire life. he continues to demonstrate that tendency. If we do not vote out at least 240 to 250 of these reprehensible representatives in the House of Representatives, if we don't do a decent job of the 1/3 of the Senate so we can get close to that 60 and elect either Joseph Biden or Dean Phillips as president, not only are we going to have the end of our society, but women, it's going to be a handmaid's tale. Doesn't affect me. I can't get pregnant. It affects you. It affects my daughter. That's why I'm talking. We have to take care of those people too ignorant to take care of themselves, and that's what we have to vote on. It was 150 million Americans that voted in 2020. There are 220 million registered voters. Please talk to people. Please encourage them to vote. Please encourage them to get involved with the process, because the decisions of our economy, the decisions of women's ability to control their body, will be based on those who vote and those who show up. We either rock the vote, or we're stuck with what happened in 2016 and Donald Trump being able to get rid of Roe v. Wade. Vote true and vote blue, so that your children have the ability to make choices for themselves.